7 weight loss secrets women over 40 need to know what doctors won't tell you. Ladies, if you're over 40 and feeling like your metabolism has completely abandoned you, this video is for you. I'm going to share the truth about what actually works for weight loss at our age. And trust me, it's not what those 20-something fitness influencers are telling you. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to share real talk about health and wellness for women who've earned their wisdom stripes. Now, before we dive in, I want you to do me a favor. If you've ever felt frustrated because the diet that worked in your 20s isn't working anymore, give me a thumbs up. Because, honey, you are not alone in this struggle. The thing is, our bodies change as we get older, and what worked before might actually be working against us now. But here's the good news. Once you understand what your body actually needs, weight loss becomes so much more achievable. Protein power. So let's start with the game changer that most of us aren't doing enough of, and that's protein. Ladies, I cannot stress this enough. Protein is your absolute best friend after 40, and here's why this is so crucial for us. Starting around our 30s, we naturally lose muscle mass every single year. It's called sarcopenia, and it's one of the main reasons. Our metabolism seems to slow down. Less muscle means we burn fewer calories, even when we're just sitting on the couch watching Netflix. Now, I used to think I was eating enough protein, but when I actually started tracking it, I was shocked. I was getting maybe 15 grams at breakfast if I was lucky. No wonder I was always hungry by 10 a.m. Here's what changed everything for me. Aiming for 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal. That might sound like a lot, but let me give you some examples that make it super doable. A palm-sized piece of chicken or fish, that's about 25 grams. 3 eggs with some Greek yogurt, boom, 25 grams. Even a protein smoothie with protein powder. Berries and some almond butter can get you there. And here's the beautiful thing about protein. It keeps you full for hours. I'm talking real satisfaction, not that fake fullness you get from a bagel that leaves you starving 2 hours later. Have you noticed this difference when you eat more protein? Drop a comment and let me know. I love hearing your experiences. Mediterranean approach. Now, let's talk about the eating style that's basically like a warm hug for women. Our age, the Mediterranean way of eating. I know, another diet approach, right? But hear me out, because this isn't about restriction. It's about nourishing your body with foods that actually love you back. The Mediterranean approach is all about beautiful, whole foods. Think colorful vegetables, gorgeous fruits, whole grains that actually fill you up, nuts that give you that satisfying crunch, olive oil that makes everything taste amazing, and fish that's packed with those brain-loving omega-3s. What I love about this approach is that it doesn't feel like a diet. It feels like living well, like giving yourself permission to enjoy food while still taking care of your health. I started incorporating more of these foods about 2 years ago, and the difference wasn't just in my weight. My energy improved. My skin looked better, and I just felt more myself, if that makes sense. The key is crowding out the processed stuff. You know, those foods that come in packages with ingredients you can't pronounce, and crowding in the real foods. When you're eating plenty of fiber-rich vegetables and healthy fats, you naturally eat less of the stuff that doesn't serve you. Here's a simple swap you can try this week. Instead of reaching for that afternoon cookie or chip craving, try some apple slices with almond, butter, or a handful of mixed nuts. See how you feel an hour later compared to the processed snack. Strength training. Now let's talk about movement, and I promise, this isn't gonna be about punishing yourself at the gym. The number one thing that changed my relationship with exercise was understanding that strength training isn't just for bodybuilders. It's literally the fountain of youth for women like us. Remember how I mentioned that muscle loss? That happens as we age. Strength training is how we fight back. And I'm not talking about becoming a power lifter. I'm talking about 2 to 3 sessions a week where you challenge your muscles. This could be lifting weights, using resistance bands, doing bodyweight exercises like squats and push-ups, or even yoga with challenging poses. The key is progressive overload, gradually making your muscles work a little harder over time. I started with 5-pound weights and felt so proud of myself. Now I'm lifting weights I never thought possible. And I feel stronger in my daily life than I did in my 30s. Opening jars, carrying groceries, playing with grandkids, everything is easier. Cardio and HIIT. Now, cardio is still important, but here's what I wish someone had told me years ago. You don't need to spend hours on the treadmill. Walking is absolutely incredible exercise, especially for us. I aim for about 10,000 steps a day, but I don't stress if I don't hit it perfectly. Sometimes it's 8,000, sometimes it's 12,000. The consistency matters more than perfection. And if you want to boost your metabolism even more, try some high-intensity interval training. HIIT. This sounds scary, but it's just alternating between working hard and resting. You could walk fast for 30 seconds, then walk normally for a minute, and repeat that for 15 to 20 minutes. The beautiful thing about HIIT is that your body keeps burning calories, even after you're done exercising. It's like getting bonus points for your effort. Gentle movement. But you know what? Some days, gentle movement is exactly what your body needs. Yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, these aren't lesser forms of exercise. They build strength, improve flexibility, reduce stress, and can even help with that stubborn belly fat. I love that these forms of movement honor where your body is today. They're challenging but not punishing. They make you feel graceful and strong, not exhausted and depleted. Sleep. Now, let's talk about something that affects everything else. Sleep. Ladies, I know life gets crazy, but this is non-negotiable for weight loss and health. When we don't get enough sleep, and I'm talking about 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, our hunger hormones go completely haywire. We crave sugar, we crave carbs, and our willpower goes out the window. I used to wear my 5-hour sleep nights like a badge of honor. Look how busy and important I am. But all I was doing was sabotaging my health and making weight management so much harder. Simple changes that helped me no screens an hour before bed, keeping my bedroom cool and dark, and having a consistent bedtime routine. Even if life gets chaotic, try to keep your sleep schedule as regular as possible. Stress management. And speaking of things that affect our weight, stress. Chronic stress literally changes how our bodies store fat, especially around our midsection. I get it. We're juggling careers, families, aging parents, our own health concerns. Stress is part of life at our age, but managing it isn't just about feeling better emotionally. It's crucial for our physical health, too. Find what works for you. Maybe it's meditation. Maybe it's a walk in nature. Maybe it's dancing in your kitchen while you cook dinner. The key is having some way to tell your nervous system, hey, it's okay to relax now. Practical tips. All right, let me give you some practical tips you can start implementing this week. First, try the plate method for portion control. Fill half your plate with vegetables, 1/4 with protein, and 1/4 with whole grains or starchy vegetables. It's so much simpler than counting calories. Second, use smaller plates and bowls. I know it sounds silly, but it actually works. Your brain sees a full plate and feels satisfied, even if the actual portion is smaller. Third, eat slowly and mindfully. Put your fork down between bites. Actually taste your food. This isn't just about being present. It gives your brain time to register that you're full. And finally, be patient with yourself. The changes that last are the ones that happen gradually. You're not trying to lose 20 pounds in a month. You're creating a lifestyle that will serve you for decades to come. Now, I want to hear from you beautiful souls in the comments. What's been your biggest challenge with weight management after 40? Is it finding time for meal prep, staying consistent with exercise, managing stress? Let me know because we're all in this together. And if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps other women our age find this information. You might be helping someone who's been struggling and feeling alone in this journey. Also, if you have tips that have worked for you, share them in the comments. I love when we can learn from each other. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Remember, beautiful, you're not broken. Your metabolism isn't ruined. And it's never too late to feel amazing in your body. You just need the right information and the right approach for where you are now. If you'd like more helpful information and tips for navigating midlife and beyond, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up and turn on the notification bell.